Hello everybody and welcome to Broadcast UGC. I'm Galactrix and this is episode 6. And with me I have my co-host Bazag.
Hey everyone, we've got also another special guest host with us today, AdmiralMurphy. Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hello.
So here we are in the just outside the Cesta system in the Gamma Orionis sector block, and today we're going to be doing Surrounded by Cerritouru. I believe that's how you say his name.
Hopefully, yeah. Is that how you say your name? Because he's in the chat room. Because I heard Havrahar say it on Podcast UGC on Tuesday, and I was curious about how to pronounce it. Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, so are we going to go in now?
Sure thing.
Cool. Okay, it says we have reached the Cesta system, sir. Sensors detect Task Force Omega ahead. They're already engaged the Borg. Okay, so we have to fight some Borg, I guess.
Yep, so
Should be
drop
fine.
us out of warp and initiate Surrounded.
I have not taken on the Borg for quite a while.
Yeah. Before we went live, we picked up the mission, and there was a bit of dialogue to read. Some optional stuff with background information about what's going on now. Apparently there's a colony on Cestus, I think, that's being attacked by the Borg. He even gave a recommendation to bring frequency modulators, so that was quite useful, I thought.
Oh, yeah. I better equip mine.
I'm pretty sure I've got mine, but I'll just better make sure.
Yep, that looks like a battle sequence.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder it's hard if, Vice Admiral, incoming message from the USS Hispaniola. We are to join the battle immediately and coordinate all tactical operations with the USS Chantal.
Okay, let's go.
This is a big battle.
Yeah, no.
Always love the big space battles. They're always fun.
Target shield has failed.
Wow.
I like that the authors actually named some of the Starfleet ships.
Oh yeah, I can see they're all named actually. Some interesting names as well. USS Benedetti.
Togo and Ethiopia. Some of them.
Oh, he says he never saw cubes in his mission before.
I think it's because we grouped up.
It's probably because we're such a large group compared to what people normally play it as.
Okay, he says Benedetti is a poet. Were they all named after poets or just random? Well, I suppose USS Chantal, maybe not. Or could be.
Vice Admiral, incoming message from Admiral Anchor. Do you want to do this one?
I'll do this one. I'll do this one. Excellent job, but the time is short, Vice Admiral. We need to assess the colony's situation. A number of our ships are conducting emergency repairs. Yours is the only ship we can spare to recon the colony quickly. Be careful, Vice Admiral. We've detected residual transwarp signatures. There's a good chance you'll encounter Borg vessels. The Third Fleet is on its way to provide support. In the meantime, we'll continue repairs and hold our position until they get here. Also, keep an eye out for any sign of the USS I can't read that.
I can't either.
Odontolyticus.
Yeah, I was practicing before I came on, but I still couldn't pronounce it. And the USS Adamantino. If you can, investigate what happened to them. Good luck, Vice Admiral. Anchor out. Okay. That was one unpronounceable ship name there.
Yeah.
Odontolyticus. I don't know why, but I do like that name.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's different.
Makes me sound like it's odonto sounds like something to do with teeth, and he says in the chat room it's bacteria, and he's a dentist student, so that's why it's called that.
It looks like we have to fly over to this asteroid here.
Yes, and we see two ships. Scanning, and there's what looks to be a Galaxy-class starship, sir. It's the Odontolyticus. They apparently performed an emergency separation. Looks like they were too slow. I'm picking up large traces of antimatter in the area. Looks like they had a warp core breach in the drive section, just after separation. The saucer section is crippled. No life signs, Vice Admiral. Sir, I'm detecting another vessel in the vicinity. It's the SS Rushak, a civilian transport. Life signs? Admiral, do you want to read this one?
Yeah. Yes, but erratic. We have too much interference from the explosion of the... I don't know how to say that still.
Of the
Big
ship.
word.
Yeah.
Of the ship to obtain a clear reading. Can we open a communication channel with the ship? Yes, we can, but I don't know if someone is going to receive it or be able to respond. Let's try it. Do you want to take this one, Galactrix?
Okay, we're receiving a weak response on screen. Mayday, mayday, this is the Capt. We need... Static, static, static. What just happened? Okay.
We lost the signal, Vice Admiral. I've been able to locate the source of the transmission in the main cargo bay. Apparently there is an area with life support there. We could send an away team to investigate. Is it just me, or is there the furry everywhere nowadays?
Yeah. Seems to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're everywhere now.
Sir, not only is our primary mission to evaluate the colony, but we're also very vulnerable to attack in this area. Also, with little information we have, sending a team to that ship is very risky. My suggestion is that we should mark the area with a beacon, let reinforcements execute the rescue procedures. The ships will be better prepared for this type of task than we are.
Well, considering my ship's a Defiant refit, I think that's quite appropriate, because mine's a pew-pew ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and looks like we got a note from the author here. The choices you make now are going to set different reactions from the mission. People's lives are in your hands. The correct answer will allow you to save lives and continue the mission. The wrong answer will lead to death, but will allow you to continue the mission. If you came with the group, I suggest you coordinate your responses.
Mm.
So we've got more ships to eliminate here.
It says assemble an away team or inform the fleet and deploy a beacon. So we've got a choice that will lead to either death or
Yep.
the right.
I was significantly away from either of you, and I've got bulk ships to kill.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Murphy, it's up to you and me. What choice should we make?
Think we should send an away team over now?
I think maybe it sounds like the right thing to do. Although maybe something like the
Okay,
colony
yep,
might be
I'm
attacked
dead
or
by
something,
Q. 2 cubes killed me, so I'll respawn most by you guys.
Sorry about that.
Okay, we're going to assemble an away team, I suppose. Yeah, let's go. Let's assemble an away team. Okay, it's interacting. Okay, they're transporting an away team now. We are in the transport ship and we're going to proceed to the ... We're under attack by the Borg. The lieutenant is dead. We need immediate assistance. Okay, there are Borg ships coming in from behind the asteroid.
Oh great, and I respawn just with the bulk ships, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Oh, are you respawning over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy. An assimilated Federation ship.
Yeah, a dreadnought. Or probably a reskinned Borg ship, but yeah, Galaxy X, that's a nice touch.
Rear shields failing.
You know what would be really cool is if you could actually add like the port set to that ship. That would have been something really cool.
Yeah, they really need to add some of the new stuff that they've had for a while to the Foundry. They don't even have the Jupiter uniforms And the costume options.
Yeah, I love those uniforms. Give me that.
I'm just getting, yes, destroyed here, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Lower shields failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing. Rear shield failing.
I was very close there. I got to 2% health and then went back up to 100%.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, there are 3 CPs.
Okay, so I can finally actually...
Okay, and the objective is to eliminate the Borg ships in orbit. So I guess they're these ones over here. Oh, there's a message.
Yes, the ones that were killing me, but I've managed to escape.
Got a message. Okay, got a message from the bridge people. I've lost the awaiting signal. I think they're all dead.
Ship is under attack.
And then you've got the option to say, what have I done? Okay, that's something you have to evaluate later. For now, we have to continue the mission.
So I'm guessing that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah, I'm guessing that wasn't the right option. Oh dear.
Ouch. Man, we're gonna get these Borg back.
I really like using the tractor beams on me.
Yeah, their 2 favorite abilities are the tractor beams and their shield drain torpedoes.
Rear shield failing. Target shields have failed.
I'm probably gonna die because of this ship exploding. Yep.
Yeah, there you go, you blew up.
I was lucky I had a basic maneuvers ready.
Lower shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Left shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
This colony already seems fairly Borgified.
Target's shields have failed.
Just the...
Yeah, I just noticed the planet. Okay, Cerritouru in the chat room says those groups shouldn't have been that close. But I think maybe Bazag may have drawn them over.
Yeah, I think that's they were by their various markers that you can see on the mini-map. And I think because I've spawned, I was so far away when from the first one, I basically wandered into them accidentally. Okay, your tactical report has just come through, and once again, fine work. Reinforcements from the 3rd Fleet have just arrived. The task force should be fully repaired in a matter of hours. We are sending the Torrente and Chantel in your way. That's all we can spare. ETA 20 minutes. Time is of the essence for those on the colony, Vice Admiral. Begin a search and rescue operation immediately. Try to evacuate any survivors. Anchor out.
Okay, let's begin a scan of the colony. Sir, I'm detecting high concentrations of fluoride and methane. Oxygen concentration is 71% of previous levels. The population is approximately 25,000, all Borg. But wait a second. I'm detecting weak automatic distress signal. Just a text message. It said, Mayday, we're surrounded by Borg. We need assistance.
Could it be a Borg trap?
A distress signal coded like this can only be sent and received by Starfleet equipment. However, it would be possible that the Borg use assimilated Starfleet technology to send it.
Can we determine the origin of the transmission? It says yes. The signal has originated in a valley of a small island located in the southern pole of the planet. Okay, any intelligent life down there? Negative. It's strange. There appears to be some sort of dampening field around the signal origin. It's scrambling the sensors. I can't get a clear reading. What do we know about the zone? It's a small Starfleet facility just located outside a small village. Its population at last count was just over 500. The base is quite old. It was built in the 23rd century when the Cestus system was near the border with the Gorn hegemony. Most of the base is underground and the equipment is obsolete, but it is isolated from the main population centers. Now the base serves as an investigation facility and training for advanced cadets. My attempts to communicate with the facility have not been successful because of the dampening field, and the use of transporters would also be impossible. This appears to be some sort of fallback center for the colonists. The Borg can't transport in, neither can we. Could be a trap.
While I share your concern about the possibility of a Borg trap, or the fact that the person that sent the distress could be a Borg now, I think we cannot ignore it. Vice Admiral, I recommend taking a shuttlecraft down to the surface. With our orbit secure and reinforcements incoming, there's no risk to the craft. We could use the ship's phasers and a surgical strike to clear out some of the colony and to give the shuttlecraft some cover. That would draw too much attention to us.
I agree with you, sir. The landing zone by the facility is light on Borg activity. If we can draw any more attention to ourselves, we could be dealing with thousands more reinforcements in that area. A discreet shuttlecraft approach is. We'll then proceed on foot to the facility. Okay, let's assemble an away team.
One more thing, sir. This is the last chance we have to replicate the frequency remodulator that will allow us to pass by the Borg adaptation. You can replicate the frequency remodulator just by going to the replicator. Remember that we need to equip it on our device slots, and we need one for you and each member of the away team.
You know, that's a very handy reminder for people who are not very used to doing that kind of thing. I know, thank you.
All my guys have got it, so...
Yep, I've got one.
Yep, I got one on my character.
Okay, we've got no engineer, so I'm going to pick my head engineer guy. He's got a thingy with him as well, remodulator.
My BOF doesn't have a remodulator, so you might want to replace that one.
Okay, Bazag will have to do that because...
Okay, there we go. Oops. There we go, that should be right. It's got some more hills now.
Right, if you want to give the BOF Dow to Galactrix,
yeah, that was the one without
there you
go. Okay, now this one has a thingy. Okay. Chronoton in the chat room says that it could be a trick because they did say that all the population were Borg, but I don't know, Borg don't seem to trick people, do they?
They don't. It might be one survivor. At least one survivor.
Yes, that's the question. If it is a survivor, is there any survivors left now? Or when we get down there?
I guess we'll find out.
That was disappointing when we picked the wrong option for the ship, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my waiting died.
Poor away team.
They're red shirts. They can die. They don't matter.
That's their job. That's what they signed up for.
Okay. I'm about to arrive on the planet, hopefully. I've got 90%, 91%.
Yeah, I'm just a bit behind you as well. This loading screen takes a bit long. Yeah, there we go, finally.
Okay, and we have an author's note pop up. You have the option of choosing a shuttle bay. The big bay is ideal for cruisers and science ships, and the small shuttle bay is ideal for escort ships.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think we've got...
So which one should we choose?
We probably should go big, because
Big
we've
bay?
got a mix, so...
Okay, big bay. Talk with Major Sumari. She must be in the big bay, I guess. Yep. the
Nice.
Big bay. Wow.
This is really impressive.
Oh, so I suppose if you had a small bay, that would suit a small ship, and this would be smaller.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like a changing room for... Is everyone having a look around?
Yeah.
I'm having a look around, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
There's
good
quite
idea.
a few shuttlecraft here.
Yeah.
And lots of NPCs working on shuttlecraft and doing NPC things. Oh, and you've got floating Borg outside the window. That's cool.
Oh, you do? That's awesome.
Yeah, I wonder how many assets must have gone just into this room alone, and then consider also the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So where's this... Oh, there she is. Major What's-Her-Face.
Samari.
Okay, who's going to read this one? Who's going to be Sumari? Should I do it?
Admiral Murphy, you want to do this one?
All right. Greetings, Vice Admiral. First, let me tell you that it's a great honor to serve under your command. Your tactical officer has already coordinated your plan of attack with me. My team is prepped and ready to proceed on your orders.
Okay, so options to choose from. Should we read them all or just go for let's go?
I think
Should we pick one of them? Yeah, pick
just
one.
go, just pick one of them. But otherwise we probably should just...
Which is the most... let's see. What can you tell me about Makos? Can you run me through the attack plan? I think that's the attack plan should be a good idea to
Yep.
read.
Alright.
With pleasure. The shuttles will come down here and here. Once there, Alpha and Bravo teams disembark first and secure these positions. From there, both teams will hold their positions to help cover the rest of the landing party.
Okay, then let's go to the shuttles.
There's this
Yeah, there's a flashing thing up here. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It was something optional.
Oh, optional.
I don't know what
Access
it
the
was for.
ship database. I'm going to test it out. Okay, Starfleet Command database. Please specify how you would like to proceed. Tell me about Starfleet. Tell me about the Borg. Tell me about Borg adaptation. Tell me about Battle Group Omega. And that's all I need to turn it off. So that's providing some background information for optional purposes. I'm just going to test one of them out. Tell me about Battle Group Omega. Battle Group Omega is a Starfleet and Klingon Empire deep space staging ground for incursions into Borg space and to protect nearby populated worlds. A nearby asteroid belt provides raw materials and supplies for the fleet, while nearby Rogue Moon emits a low-level delta radiation which hides the fleet's energy signature from the Borg. The Klingon Empire and Federation have a tentative ceasefire agreement in place in order to deal with that Borg threat. Okay, that's interesting. Tells you a little bit about the game and why everything's there.
I like that.
And we've got some more of those up here, but I think we'll leave that to
Yeah.
people's imaginations.
We can gather combat supplies.
We don't want to spoil everything for everyone. Yeah, that's probably something my boss left behind. He does the combat supply box.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why it's on top of a console. It's not. It's not placed there by the author, you know. Okay, everyone take your positions. Let's get in a shuttlecraft.
Here we go. I really like that shuttle bay. That was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. I'd like to see if the small, what the small shuttle bay looked like next time, but it was well populated with NPCs and objects, and I did like that staircase there that he put in.
Yeah, it's definitely a reason to replay to check out that smaller shuttle bay.
Okay, we're about to arrive on the next map. Did they say
So,
it was a ground map or something?
Doing a bit of patching.
Uh-oh, we're being ambushed.
I'm still not there yet. Hopefully. Okay, I'm there. We're the Borg resistance is futile. I wonder if the NPCs can remodulate their weapons.
I don't know. I think they can. Oh, I should have equipped my TR-116. That would have been a little useful here.
There we go. We survived it. 6 groups all in a matter of a few seconds.
And 2 NPCs survived as well.
We definitely lost some red shirts.
Okay, that's the last of them. Give me a status report. We have 3 Mako dead and 10 wounded. They're getting medical attention in one of the shuttles. I still can't get a clear reading of the inside of the base, but we can detect Borg readings between us and the base. We should try to avoid them and move as quickly as possible. I'm going to recommend we leave the Makos here and secure a possible escape route. Make your way to the base. Okay, so I guess these NPCs can't follow us.
No,
It's
well,
nice,
yeah, they can't follow us anyway. Then,
I like that the author added that in, though. A reason why they just stayed there.
so, okay.
So where's the... Should we avoid those groups like it said, or is there another way around them, or...
Try this way. I think I've got one over here.
Okay.
Okay, it's
Sneaking around the
I
building.
think there's one in the center that we can't really avoid though.
Oh, this is cool right here to the right.
Oh yeah, you can look inside through the windows and there's Borg standing in alcoves.
That's really nice.
That's cool.
Did a real good job on this colony, too.
Try to go down the southern one. Just to try not to get those other Borg. Oh, we're still triggered them. Huh.
Ah, there's a building over there with a shield around it. Wonder what's in there.
Oh yeah. Okay, the chat room seems to be discussing whether or not Makos are separate or part of Starfleet.
I don't know if they are.
Yeah, I would have thought they'd be part of Starfleet, but maybe just a nickname, you know, for an elite squad.
I don't know if they still had Makos in past Enterprise. 'Cause I never really heard about them until Enterprise. I thought it was always something they kind of got rid of and just had Starfleet then.
Yeah, well, yeah, they appear in the Stowe book, so it's not
Oh, that's interesting.
without
I walked in this building,
background for Stowe.
and there's someone that says, "Help me, please." Can anyone hear that? Yeah, but it's strange.
I've got a dialogue box here that's come up. Do you want to read these first?
I can't see it unless... what's it say for you? Yeah, you read yours.
Okay. I'll read it since I've got the one up. Vice Admiral, careful. My tricorder, it's reading active board signals ahead. We should eliminate them if we want to access the complex. Help me. Help me, please.
Yeah, that's the one I saw as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then it says, yes sir, it's strange, I cannot detect humanoid life form inside, but I detect Borg. There's an elite drone inside this bar. That type of Borg is really dangerous. Okay, if you're with the group, this is your engineer officer talking, okay. Okay. This could be a Borg trap, but also there could be someone alive. I suggest we investigate what's going on here. So is this an optional thing, I guess? This building. I wonder if all these buildings have an optional kind of... Okay. The elite drone's really dangerous. We have a mission to complete. People's lives are at stake. We can't risk the operation just for one person. And then there's another pop-up. How can you say that? If there's a chance to that someone's alive, we need to do something. So there's investigate the situation optional. Should we do it or should we not do it? Depending on what happens in space. I don't know.
Do you want to do it?
I want to do it.
Yeah, why
I'm just
not?
going to go for
I'll
optional
do it.
stuff. Come on.
Too late.
Oh, so they took these NPCs and made them bad group now. They even added a little Doppo wheel over here.
Yeah, Conaton in the chat room says, didn't you learn anything from the failed away team on the ship?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. But look, there is a woman here, see? Thanks, you saved me, see?
See, this is why we came in here.
I'm a hologram. Okay, we saved a hologram. I suggest you deactivate. No, it's safe now and customers will come at any time. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, so we saved the Dalbo hologram.
Hololito, except not Lita.
So now we gotta gain access to the base.
Okay, so we just basically got to kill these Borg, I think.
definitely like that he placed all the most of the squads in the alcoves.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so basically we need to find some console to get in contact with anyone inside because our tricorders aren't getting through.
Look for a console, okay.
Oh, here we go, it's flashing right here.
Okay, do you want to read that one, Murphy? Can you do
Yeah.
Ben's side voice?
No, I don't think so. Do they even have a different voice? I don't know if they do. It's such a relief to see friendly faces. Our sensors are offline, so we couldn't detect anything outside the complex. We just had to sit tight and hope for a rescue. Wait a second, we can lower the force field for you. Just caution, Vice Admiral. We don't know what's going on in there.
Okay, understood, let's go.
So there was a survivor down here. Maybe I hope it's not another hologram though. I have a feeling I have a feeling it might turn out to be a hologram. Or did we detect actual life forms on the planet from the orbit?
I think it said there was a dampening field around this building, but there was a signal coming from it, distress signal, and that it's usually used by Starfleet for training. So that's I guess that's why that benzite was in there.
I guess the force fields around the area kept him safe.
So now once we get inside, we officially won't be able to beam out. Oh, we've got some survivors here.
Yeah, it's very detailed, these maps.
The corridor's chock full of crates and all sorts of things.
Yeah, a lot of people in here too.
Is that a... Oh, that's a defensive turret that they've put in.
Oh yeah, this thing. That's cool.
And a few more up the back as well.
That's good.
Okay,
got
so let's
force with the
proceed,
force.
or how did they survive?
How about how did you manage to survive? I want to know how they survived. This
town is...
Yeah,
Oh,
you read that.
you
You're the
wanna
best.
read?
Yeah, you're the
Alright.
best.
This town is away from large population centers in the world, so we had some time to prepare when we saw the news that Borg ships were seen entering the system. In addition, this base was used for several years as an underground military complex when the Cestus system was on the border with the Gorn hegemony. So we have some defensive equipment which, although obsolete, gave us enough time to wait for the rescue. Alright, so let's begin the evacuation process.
Okay. Sir, the source of interference from the base is still active. We cannot begin rescue proceedings until it's eliminated. By the way, the 3rd Fleet reinforcements report they're approaching the planet, and they have been able to clear the area of Borg ships, so we can count on them to help us in the evacuation process. Mr. Martouf, please deactivate the dampening field.
Vice Admiral, we may have another problem with that. The technician who created the field is seriously wounded in the sick bay, and the rest of my technicians don't know how to remove it without losing the power source of the base, and leave us totally defenseless from a Borg attack. Can you and your officers give us another hand? To access the rest of the complex, talk to Lieutenant Perez.
Okay.
Okay, begin preparations. Lieutenant Perez is over here.
Okay, do you want to read that, Bazai?
Yep, Vice Admiral, you don't know how happy I am to see you all. I've heard so much about you at the Academy. It's an honor to be face to face with a real Vice Admiral Baz. Or Murphy or Redwood. For...
Yep.
Thanks. Now give us access to the rest of the base. Yes, sir. It's done. And remember, my last name is Perez, so you know who to call if you have an opening for a lieutenant on your ship. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Vice Admiral, if this map is accurate, to reach the command center we need to follow this corridor to the end.
Okay, so he's cut out most of the stuff here, so we can turn the room into a whole series of smaller rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
So
looks
this
like
is
we have
the
a
sick
sick bay, yeah. Are you gonna talk to the chief medic, or...?
Oh, well. Hello, and thanks for coming for us. What is the medical situation? I accidentally moved past him. Not that bad, but we have some patients on a critical situation that need to be evacuated. Do you have kaolin in your inventory? There's a patient that needs it, and as you know, we can't replicate that sedative. Yes, we have it.
Okay, so
Good.
he wants to know if we
Applied
could,
patient special care.
yeah.
Why
Should
not?
we do it? Yeah, okay. So this must
Now
be
the
another...
question is where this patient in the special care.
Yeah, it must be
Here
another
we go.
optional thing. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. They need sedatives. Kaolin. Seems to be taking effect. Okay, thank you. One more thing. I was the technician that created the dampening field. Okay, that's lucky. If you're going to try and shut it down, be careful not to overload the energy generator. Okay. Understood. Or tell us more. I think she needs to rest. Look at her face.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's how do we get out of here? Through this door? Nope. Gotta go back.
I think, yeah. It's a back office.
Oh, that's really detailed. There's lots of rooms off this slate.
Yeah, this author's really good at making these interior maps and such.
Yeah, I think I tried building an interior once and gave up because it was just so complicated. Sticking it...
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Oh, we've got a random couple of cadets here. who are engaged in idle chit-chat. One of them's Frankie.
A couple more around here.
It's funny in the chat
Okay,
room.
security.
I was reading in the chat room, it says, typical, all the special treatments are hot women. Okay, so I suggest looking for information to know about the state of the dampening field before we attempt to disable it. Okay, we've already talked to the woman in sickbay who made it, so...
Yeah. So hello, is that a packlet or is that something else? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Packlet,
that's
yeah.
a packlet.
Yeah. Hello, smart Vice Admiral. Are we at ops? I think, yes. I don't really know. I am smart. I watch doors.
Okay, that was, yeah.
Just thank you or ask him how he managed to graduate.
I would just say thank you. No, you don't want to be rude.
I like that reply though.
Gain access to computer database.
This is interesting. Apparently, the dampening field is draining a lot of energy from the obsolete power core of the base. Turning it off in this state could cause an overload in the power core and the complex could lose all its energy. Suggestions? In case you came with a group, this is your science officer talking. Okay, so Does one of you want to say that then?
Yeah, I'll do it. If we lose power
yeah.
completely, it is true that we'll lose the protection against the Borg, but we can get the people out of here immediately. It should only require 15 minutes to evacuate all personnel and civilians from the base. I don't think it is likely that the Borg will give us any problems during that short period of time. I suggest disabling the power generator while taking the precaution of activating the emergency generators in sickbay and evacuating the base in the fastest way possible. You want to take that one?
Yeah, Bazag, you take this one because it's tactical.
Yep. I think the chances of overloading the generator if we try to disable the dampening field are really minimal. I suggest trying to disable the dampening field right now, sir.
Okay, and this is engineering. Vice Admiral, we could compensate the power consumption of the dampening field by increasing the consumption of another subsystem of the base. For example, we could put the main computer into perform a level 3 self-diagnostic, and that would allow us to deactivate the dampening field gradually. The problem is that will take some time, and it will be quite dangerous to stay here that long now that the Borg know where we are. And here's another thing that says the choices you make are going to affect the reactions, and people's lives are in your hands again. Okay, so now we need to make a choice.
Oh man, again.
We can't risk overloading the power core, and we need to deactivate the dampening field now. I think we should go with what the woman in sickbay said and don't overload the power core.
Yeah.
It's good
So
thing we
we've got
learned.
so activate the self-diagnostic. There was another option, wasn't there?
Yeah, we have no time to lose to deactivate power now or activate the main diagnostic. The thing is, I don't know, because he said that would take a while and the Borg would come, but we have no time to lose. But we don't want to maybe have no time to lose.
No, well, I'd rather self-diagnostic, because
Okay.
I think...
Okay, let's go for that then. Self-diagnostic.
Alright.
Okay, I'm starting a level 3 diagnostic on the main computer. It's working. The dampening field is gradually losing power, and we may begin the evacuation in a few minutes. We have an urgent communication from the Admiral.
Great work, Baz. You and your crew have saved everyone on the base. Now, I will ask you for one more favor. Starfleet Intelligence wants a copy of the station database, which can help us understand what has happened here. Download the Complex's database. Through the conference room. Through one of the 3 doors.
Okay, one of the 3 doors.
Looks like it's by this one with the
Without
force field over
the
these.
force field, yeah, there's force field over 2 of them. So
This one's open.
let's go.
This is a really nice conference room he built here.
Mhm.
He's even got a fish tank back here.
Fish.
Yeah. How did he do all this? This must have been taking ages to place all these things. It's amazing.
Yeah, like this would look something really like a really cool room for my ship interior.
Okay, I got download database here on this console, so I'm going to try
There we
that.
go. Yeah. Ready to return to the ship. Energize.
Okay, Simone Cuttlefish in the chat room says they made every worst possible choice the first time they played Surrounded, and then went back to do it better the next time. Okay.
Jeez. And they put us in command of the starship.
I think
We
we're-
rescued a hologram! Yay for
yeah,
us!
we rescued a hologram. I think we're coming...
We may not have rescued the real people, but we got the hologram.
I think we're coming close to the end of the mission,
song
and we haven't... Uh-huh.
Oh wait, the Sung Foundation.
Oh,
The
I was just
people who
gonna say,
promote artificial intelligence rights.
Okay, I was just going to say that I think this is probably the end of the mission, so we're going to play Bitesize UGC when we're over, so don't worry, we haven't forgotten about that one. Okay, do you want to read that pop-up, Baz?
Yeah, I'll read it if you want.
Yeah, Murphy, you read.
Vice Admiral Log Supplemental. For 2 days, we have been stationed at Starbase 82, where we repaired most of the damage received on our last mission. The engineering officer assures me that the ship will be ready for departure in less than 5 hours. We still have no news about our next assignment, but in the last days, Starfleet has mobilized all of the available ships to the Cestus system, so it wouldn't surprise me if we are sent there again. Computer, end log.
Sorry to bother you, but we have a priority 1 message from Admiral Anchor.
Send it to my ready room.
Okay.
Greeting, Vice Admiral. Have you wondered how the Borg moved a massive fleet into one of our colonies and we didn't see them coming until it was too late? This is something that has been on my mind since Captain Minerva contacted me a few hours ago. Does Starfleet have an explanation yet? The fleet has not even questioned it yet, and I want to keep it that way until we really know what has happened. The USS Artemis should be at Starbase 82 by now, and I need you to meet with Captain Minerva face to face and listen to what she has to say. But remember, be discreet.
Understood.
Good luck, Vice Admiral. Anchor out.
Okay, here's a personnel file. Starfleet personnel file for Minerva, Captain, Sung type Android, Maddox variant, Commander of the USS Artemis A, born December 28th, 2397, Daystrom Institute, went to Starfleet Academy. She's single and has an apartment and an office. Okay.
She's only 12 years old. And the captain.
Yeah. Well, there's an answer for you.
There's data as a lieutenant commander was what 30 or 40 years in Starfleet, something like that. In TNG.
I think Data took 20 years. I think.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then yeah.
Anyway, it was a significant piece of time, and he wasn't captain yet. Okay, so continue.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, here's some dates here. Minerva became the first android prototype built in the Daystrom Institute by Captain Maddox. She decided to adopt the appearance of the previous Sung-type androids. An immersion chip was installed in 2398. She joined Starfleet Academy and then graduated in 2400. Okay, then she was assigned, just then she was assigned to the USS Quino in stellar cartography, promoted to lieutenant commander, became the first officer of the Sutherland, and then in 2404 promoted to commander and transferred to the USS Pasteur as first officer under the command of Beverly Crusher. Okay.
yeah, and that is a bit of Stowe law that she Beverly Crusher is the captain of the Pasteur.
Yeah.
So that if there is a question on that, and in the law missions on Tribble. So if you do get that question, you now know the answer.
That's pretty cool, integrating the storyline into the mission. Okay, the rest of it says promoted to captain and assigned to the USS Artemis, Lunar class starship, awarded the Christopher Pike and Leonard McCoy medals, and then the ship responded to the distress call. The colony was under attack by a Klingon fleet. The ship was fundamental to Starfleet victory, and then they transferred to a Nebula class starship assigned to the 3rd Fleet. Okay, that's all I need. Close the file. Incoming message from the ship. Okay, do you want to read that one, Bazag or Murphy?
Yeah, this is Commander Tavidi, first officer of the Artemis. The captain is waiting for you when you're ready. Thank you, Commander.
Thank you. Transport aboard the ship. Okay, so it looks like we're going to switch maps, and they say...
Yeah, do you want to do bite-size now?
Yeah, I think we should play it now,
it'll
since...
continue on?
Yep, since it looks like we're going to continue. So, okay, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to play Bitesize UGC. So we'll be back in a minute. Hold on. See you in a minute.
Welcome to Episode 3 of Bitesize UGC. I'm CaptPFDennis, and with me as usual is RogueEnterprise. This week we take a bite out of Star Trek Online's Foundry with a review of Mere Mortal Enemies by Pure Big Mad Boatman.
A dialogue-heavy mission that's got a lot going on. But more on that in a minute. Let's take a look at the mission story.
This mission was an aggressive undertaking. Space and ground maps are filled with choice illusions and optional content centering around a colony under siege by Klingons. While it was initially a breath of fresh air, we eventually found the sheer number and complexity of choices and optional objectives were so numerous and difficult to navigate that it could have been spread across 3 separate episodes. For this reason, we gave story 3.5 out of 5 stars.
For map design, it was clear that the author was much more willing to make the player work for the objectives. There was little to no white circle highlighting of mission objectives on the maps, making you use your head a bit more to solve the mission. This is a novel method, but newer players may have a hard time with the mission progression, and with the sheer amount of dialogue and decision making in this mission, adding time to find objectives can get difficult. Otherwise, the map building was solid and earns 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Much progression in this mission is based on unlocking dialogue choices in indirect ways. Some sleight of hand here gives an illusion of optional or branching mission objectives that is quite technically impressive. However, both of us encountered some pretty severe Foundry bugs with the dialogues, one of which halted our progression entirely during a complicated whodunit investigation that left us scratching our heads after drowning in a sea of possible dialogues. While much of this likely isn't the author's fault, these sorts of issues should be checked for when testing the mission. We ended up giving Tech 2.5 out of 5.
While the space and ground battles didn't provide too excessive of a challenge, the real difficulty from this mission comes from trying to accomplish mission objectives by sifting through dialogue options with one of a plethora of NPCs that this mission offers. Our experience culminated in a situation where we could not progress because of what seemed like a Foundry bug, but required a pass-through of dozens of NPCs' dialogues just to be sure. For difficulty, we gave 3 stars out of 5.
And that's our review of Mere Mortal Enemies by Pure Big Mad Boatman. Support STO's Foundry by going and playing it yourselves.
Until next time, this has been Bitesize UGC.
Okay, thank you for that bite-sized review, CaptPFDennis and RogueEnterprise. That was Mere Mortal Enemies by Pure Big Mad Boatman, who's in the chat room with us right now.
That's a great ad name.
Yeah, that is a cool name, that. And now we actually arrived on the ship, the USS Artigas. So
Yeah, and I'm just talking to this cadet. Welcome to the USS Artigas, Vice Admiral. The captain is waiting for you in the lounge.
okay, where's the lounge? Oh, over here.
Activate holodeck, shall we? Into program.
Okay, there are 2 choices. Dance lesson number 2 or Fakiri invasion level 1.
That's a tough.
Fakiri invasion level 1. Wooha.
The Fakiri have invaded the ship and taken the captain's sailor hostage. Your orders are to find it and rescue it.
Ah, so it's like an optional thing you gotta do, fight some Fakiri.
Yeah. You want a Captain Sailor to know?
Whoa.
Anyway, oh, there's a door back here.
Some more in there?
Yep.
Oh, here's one of those big guys.
So this has been fun, some kind of holodeck simulation just to optionally fight
And here's the
the sailor.
sailor.
Yeah.
Ah, yay! We've done the mission. Those program.
We should leave the holodeck and continue with our mission, agreed. Okay.
That was a pretty nice extra touch to add.
Yeah, that was just a bit of fun.
Well, I wonder what the dance lesson would have been like.
Yeah. Looks like you can still access the dance one.
Yeah. I probably should discontinue on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So don't want the dancers to appear in that burning room anyway.
Just-
Some more pretty cool rooms.
Greetings, Vice Admiral. Welcome to the USS Arcticus. Thank you or greetings?
Thank you. You choose greetings to see if there's a difference.
I accidentally chose. Thank you as well.
Oh well.
I'll greet Commander Tavid though. It's an honor to meet me, apparently.
Okay. So, do you want to keep reading the captain's voice, Bazag?
Yep, okay. Just said, you've got something to tell me? She says, correct, Vice Admiral. After the Borg invasion in the Cestus colony, I began to investigate what the possibilities were that a Borg fleet was not detected by the sensor network of Starfleet in the sector. After assessing the situation, I have ascertained that the chances were less than 1.4426%. Interesting. As you know, Vice Admiral, Starfleet has monitoring stations distributed throughout the Gamma Orionis sector, being the main one, the one located at Starbase 82. That is why I decided to access the database records, where I found something that can be classified as a mystery. Mystery? Yes, a mystery. A thing or person that presents features or qualities so puzzling as to arouse curiosity or speculative. What did you find, Captain? 1 hour, 3 minutes, 20 seconds and 2 milliseconds before the Borg attack, the main sensor array of the starbase is automatically turned off by the base main computer to execute a Type 2 self-maintenance. The average time for a Type 2 maintenance is 1 second and 12 milliseconds, but this maintenance took 1 minute, 32 seconds and 21 milliseconds. But that is not all, Vice Admiral. When the sensor array came back online, the USS Ceibal, Ceibal, is shown in close proximity of the Mutara Nebula. That information contradicts the Ceibal's log, which reports that the ship was in the proximity of the Vaughan system at that time. Similar discordances appear with the logs the USS Sitak, USS Horatio, USS Potemkin, and USS Europe. Could it be a simple malfunction? It is possible, sir, that there is no record of a malfunction in the base log. Please go on. Yes, Vice Admiral. At 0941 hours of the same day, the main computer of the starbase shuts down the sensor array again to execute an unscheduled software update, which can only be programmed by an officer with level 6 security clearance. When the sensor array is activated again, all the previous discrepancies disappear and the Borg fleet is detected entering the Cestus system. Could the update have fixed the discrepancies? No, Vice Admiral. The base's main computer did not detect any new program that could have made an update to the sensor software. the update process was only to activate for 10 seconds. Sir, does someone else want to take over now?
Yeah, just give you a break. Hold on. Sir, it's clear that on the day in question, both times that the sensor array was deactivated, it was because something unusual happened, and that gave enough time for the Borg to invade one of our colonies. Are you implying sabotage?
Sir, I apologize for the outburst of my first officer. For the moment, and with the information that we have at our disposal, we cannot make that conclusion. My orders from Admiral Ankar were to inform you about our line of investigation, but for the moment, the Admiral wants to keep it on a low profile. That is why the Admiral wishes that I inform you that your orders are to resume your normal course of missions until we have more information at our disposal. Yes, Vice Admiral. Yes, Captain. Vice Admiral, do you want to make additional inquiries? Not at the moment, Captain. Thank you for coming aboard, Vice Admiral. My first officer will keep you informed of the progress of the investigation. Have an auspicious state resulting from favourable outcomes. It seems to translate that as good luck.
Cool. It says, thanks for playing this mission. I hope you enjoy it. The second part will come depending if this mission succeeds. I think it has succeeded. Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah, I think so
it's
too.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Nagarak, Evil 70th, Kinetic Impulsor, Darius Edgewalker, and Anthony UK for helping with the dialogue. Matty for all the support, Third Fleet for all their support, STOwiki, Memory Alpha, Starbase UGC for all the information they provide, and Spanish. Okay, that's Surrounded complete. What did you think of the mission, Murphy?
I thought that was really well done. The interior maps and such were very impressive when running through this map, and the dialogue was pretty good too.
I'm impressed that we didn't encounter any of the usual Foundry bugs.
It was bug-free for this run.
Yeah, I just want to have a look around the ship because we had a problem coming back from Bitesize UGC. I forgot to switch the... I must have not switched the screen back to us, and it was frozen on a frozen image. So I'm just going to show people around the ship. Yeah, we had all these little rooms off the side, and one of these rooms was a holodeck where we could choose an optional program, either a dance mission or a Fakiri invasion.
I believe you can still activate the dance one.
Yeah, let's see what happens when we activate the dance one now. Activating the dance mission.
Oh, it's in this side.
Oh.
I don't know. I think I like this program a little more.
Okay, done. Yeah. There's an option for other people. And Cerritouru says, glad we enjoyed it. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed it when you did enjoy it. It was a really cool mission. Thank you for...
Oh, we've got a Vulcan Love Slave one as well. Looks like I'll activate that. The question is, where is it?
Says, hello my dear, do you want to experience a night with me? Yes, sure, no thank you.
Oh. I think they say, no, it would not be appropriate, Vice Admiral.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a tour of the Fakiri invasion for the watchers?
Basically, there was a group of Fakiri in this room. We fought them off.
They came back.
They came back. They're still there. I wonder why they came back.
I don't know.
Interesting. Oh well, you get to see us killing them again. Do you think there's a Foundry thing where groups respawn after you kill them?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe one of the other objectives.
And there's a big one in here.
The slave.
And over by this corner, is a sailor that we had to rescue as
Yeah.
part of the...
You have
That
to
was in
rescue
a,
the commander's sailor. There you go.
it was
Holographic.
in a captivity cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that was that.
Okay, well that's... I guess that's us for this week.
Yeah, that's us for this week, and we would like to thank Admiral Murphy for joining us.
You're welcome. It was great
Yep.
fun.
Yeah. And anyone else who wants to join us can contact us by email or at broadcastugc@starbaseugc.com or just in-game mail. Just curious, Murphy, what did you see last week's episode, and is that why you contacted us for joining us with the group, the guest?
Yeah, I hadn't checked out one of the videos at all yet, and I was just on Starbase UGC, and I saw one of those episodes posted. I go, hey, might as well check it out. And then I think it was in the first 5 minutes or something, it said you were looking for a guest star, so like, hey, might as well throw my name in it, because it sounded like something really cool and fun to do, and it was.
Yeah.
This was a very good mission.
Yeah, and thanks for the authors for making these missions for us.
Yeah, thanks for adding your voice, in the chat room also.
Yeah, thanks for joining us in the chat room, because it was really helpful to have you both here as well. Pure Big Mad Boatman for the Bitesize review, and Cerritouru for Surrounded.
If people didn't know, Cerritouru is not a native English speaker, so there was still a few things that didn't seem quite right in terms of the language, but
yeah, I think it was pretty good.
it was very
it was clearly grammar's checked, and especially with the amount of dialogue, especially that captain at the end had quite a lot to say, and there were lots of optional things we could have clicked on through the whole thing as well. Okay.
Yeah, I think all those optional objectives were pretty cool in this mission.
Okay, so I think that's it for this week. That was Broadcast UGC episode 6. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.